Guys, we're at the Daytona Supercross here with the Legends and Heroes booth with Frank. He's the owner and proprietor. Frank, how you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Good to see you. What an awesome setup you got here today. It's one of your better displays. Tell us a little bit about the Legends and Heroes Moto Museum.
Legends and Heroes started about 12, 13 years ago. The purpose of it was to turn around and we wanted to show people the evolution of the bikes, give them an idea how bikes started, how the sport started, and how it has evolved. So the whole purpose of this museum is to have bikes of each era, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, on up, and let kids come through and see that bikes didn't start off being four-strokes, for example. They started off with some of these. Actually, they did start off as four-strokes back in the 50s and 60s. They went to a whole two-stroke era.
Yep.
And they evolved. The four-stroke, we went from, 4 inches of travel all the way up to God knows what they have now.
Yep.
A lot of changes, but
Go ahead.
yeah, so the whole point of all this is to give them an idea of how the sport evolves.
It's an awesome setup you have here. Now, inside of this trailer is a mobile traveling museum, and you've got a great selection of killer bikes from Can-Ams, Hondas, Suzuki's. So where are you based out of?
Based out of the San Diego area. I actually live out in the desert in a town called Ocotillo. This is just east of San Diego.
Frank, I've seen you at every Supercross for years. You have a major commitment to do this. It's a full-time job, definitely.
It's not full-time, but pretty much it seems like full-time. I do run a Cal BMX, which is a motocross club. I run a flat track club. I own a bar, I own a cafe. I got a lot of stuff going on.
That's awesome. Well, show us around a little bit. Let's take a look at this awesome setup you have here.
What really helps us and what really makes our display are the sponsors that support us. And we're very fortunate to have sponsors like Honda, SSR Motorsports, Arma, which is some of their bikes over here.
These are the Arma bikes?
Yes.
Tell the guys what Arma stands for.
American Historical.
And what's more historical than the one that started it all, the Elsinore, the 73 CR250. That's the OG.
I can remember when the bikes first came out.
Me too. I was a little kid. I was 8 years old. But wow, what a machine. So Arma's one of your major sponsors. And in your museum, you've got some really cool memorabilia. We'll show the guys on camera, so stay tuned inside. But check out that Elsinore jersey. That's what we call unobtainium. These are originals. These aren't replicas. And what is this one here?
Yeah, this is a Rickman Matisse. Basically what happened back in the day is Rickman made the frames and put different motors inside the frames. A lot of bikes back in the day were kind of Frankensteins, where they put bikes on a special frame. And I had a very rare Kawasaki that had a maple front end on it, for example. For experimenting.
This was the origin of motocross, really, in the United States, wasn't it? Right here and here, back in the 60s and early 70s. What kind of engine is that? It looks like a 441 Victor to me. BSA, I'm pretty sure, or it could be a Triumph. And this is the bike that really changed everything. This is what started high school motocross. You could buy these for what, $6.99 back in the day?
$6.95. I remember back in the day lining up in the racetrack. When Elsinore pulled up, we all looked at it like, what the heck is that thing? The gate dropped and we never saw it again. 3 weeks later, all of us had Elsinores.
Yeah, they sold like hotcakes, didn't they?
It was amazing.
This is an absolute, this is a legend of motocross right here, and that's why it's here with you.
125. They started in 73 with the 250s.
This is the first year, right?
The first year up front, 250.
Oh, wow.
First year 125.
Awesome. And this one's all done up with a pipe and carb, and it's all set up for Arma racing. Are these still being raced, these bikes, the guys who own these?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, we still race.
Are they racing this weekend for Tuesday at the...
A lot of them are doing a vintage race on Tuesday, correct.
Very cool. The next one here, this was the start of the four-stroke, or maybe the end of the four-stroke there.
Four-strokes have been around for a long time. I mean, I raced the four-stroke in 72. It was a Honda four-stroke. So they've always been around. They just kind of died out for a while when the two-strokes came in, but they've always been out there. Different kind of bike.
And you've got a little bit of everything, not only the first Elsinores, but you've got the evolution bikes like these YZ250s. You got the Kickstart Kenny Roxon replica over here. That's kind of cool. Did Kenny ride this bike? Did Roxon ride this thing?
You know, I don't know. I'm not the owner of the bike, or the owner is around here somewhere, so I'm sure we can ask him.
This bike is absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, last race, Suzuki would have been pits for.
I bet they did. They wanted to take it home with them, as did the rest of us. This is beautiful. It doesn't look like it's ever been ridden. It looks brand new. The engines on these, I've ridden these, they're as good as the new KTMs and everything. These motors are fantastic. And then you've got a lineup over here. We're going to show you these bikes out here, guys, but before we do that, show us inside the mobile museum, because this is just incredible. I love what you've done here. This is a beautiful setup you have in here. I've been in here a dozen times. You could spend an hour in here just looking at the pictures.
These photographs are all photographs that came out of a movie that David Dubers wrote about motocross. And it starts at the beginning of motocross. And as you walk through the trailer, the pictures get more and more modern. So
my God, what is this? That's Suzuki. That's one of the first Suzuki motocrossers.
1967 Suzuki, yeah.
That is cool.
Those are really cool, but they only made a handful of them.
You've got some legends in here.
Through the years. That's what we did with the bikes here too.
Okay.
The bikes kind of represent the 60s and 70s and 80s. Same on both sides.
You got some signed. This is by Don the Killer Kowalski right here.
He's here.
Now his bike's out there too. You got a replica. Yeah. Is this his bike?
I don't know if he owns it. I know it's a replica. He's signed it over here.
That's what he raced, right?
Yeah.
This is a Harley. Tell us about this one.
Well, he raced everything. He raced Rokon, Harley Davidson, Honda. Whatever they let him ride.
This is made by AMF, right? This AMF Armaki-based two-stroke 250. Very cool. Look at these classics right here. These are just.
Some of the guys have come in and signed a picture when they see it.
That's awesome. I'm getting old. I was there back in the early 70s when we were racing these things. I was in the Enfield Mini Bike Club in 1973. You got a Mako MC250.
Yeah, this is a Mako 250. This is actually only one race in Australia. This was the Australian Grand Prix back in 1972. It was a works bike.
Oh my God.
It's Willie Bauer's bike. So Willie Bauer's the only guy that ever rode this bike. He was a Mako factory team rider.
Wow.
After the race, the bike was taken to a museum, restored, and it sat in a museum for 30 years. A friend of mine bought it to the States, and then I bought it off him.
It is so cool. This is all what we call unobtainium factory works parts drilled, and this is the best. Mako dominant.
People think it's a 74 because it has a lot of the 74 stuff because it's a works bike and they were always ahead of their time.
Yep.
It's actually 72.
1972. So this.
And he won that leg in the Moto. That's why he's got a number one plate.
So he actually was.
Austin was in the race. There were several guys. It's a three-way series. The main event was won by Roy.
He beat Roger D on this. That's saying something. The man, Roger. Very cool. And you got some really cool, that's like a Bob Hanna era helmet, right? Who's number 10? Is that Bailey?
Is that Terry?
Marty Smith, God rest his soul. Sadly, he died last year. That's Marty Smith's race bike right there, factory.
This whole mural was all designed by Scott Burnworth.
Scott Burnworth did this. Scott the Burner Burnworth. He was a pro rider too, right? He's one of the best.
Some pictures of him too.
Of course.
He's a good friend of ours.
Very cool. Yeah, this is an incredible. I bet you if you sold posters of these, you'd sell a ton of them. You know, because everybody want one of these for their garage wall. You know.
I can imagine when this is up, when we do change the graphics, this is going to be a hell of a garage I have with these murals in your sign.
Hell yeah! I mean, it's irreplaceable. A lot of these guys. Well, some of them aren't even alive anymore.
You remember him? He ran the Carlsbad Raceway for years.
Yeah, these pictures are from 50 years ago. So as we go on here, a lot of these guys are.
Marty Smith's famous picture right there.
Wow. And here's the man right here, David Bailey. David, I hope you're watching. Sit. That's you right there, brother. Looking good. Is that Ron Lachine?
Yeah, looks like it is.
Ron the Machine Lachine.
Yeah, looks like it is.
Tell us about this YZ. That thing's beautiful.
The front wheel is just like outside there also. They switch bikes every event. So there are only a couple bikes that go on the tour. The rest are bikes that are owned by locals that we have to bring to the event. And we're very selective on what kind of bikes we bring.
Sure.
Bikes that represent the era. So we interview the people. They send me pictures, and then we decide yes or no we will put the bikes in the display. This is a bike.
Every bike out here is a museum piece.
We needed something from the 80s. So something
Very cool. Very cool. This is one of my favorites here. These are have you ridden one of these? These are fantastic bikes. This is 86 CR125, right? 88. Look at this thing. It looks like a factory works bike, man. Pro Circuit Platinum pipe, Pro Action suspension. Now you put a guy on this, like Brian Hughes went out to Loretta's on one of these against the new bikes on a 250, an older one than this, not this nice, and was flying with the right rider. These things are incredible motorcycles. Let's go check out some more of the cool stuff you got here. Very cool. Guys, sorry about the acoustics. It's really noisy here, but the visuals will hopefully help with the acoustics. Check this one out. Wow. What year is this one? Should say, check this out, guys. Öhlins forks. This thing is trick. This is completely trick. You got the gold Öhlins, red hubs. This looks like a works bike, doesn't it? That is a beauty. Oh wow! You put the right guy on that one, and he'll be flying. Nice RM one. I think that's a what, 87 RM. Then you got these are really cool. This is back when the YZs were white. These are great bikes too. Hey, we got one for sale here. Maybe we'll have a sale for you here. One of our viewers will want to. Guys, if you want to buy this is called the Black Widow, isn't it? This is a really, really rare piece. I don't know the production stats, but they didn't make a lot of them. It's called the Black Widow, and they are fast. It has the K3 induction. If you want to buy it, give them a call, 727-458-472, and one of your guys is displaying it and selling it, it looks like, huh?
Yeah, I think a pretty reasonable price if I remember.
That is hey, you can't go wrong, man. That thing will be gone. Someone's going to watch this video and snap it up. Here's another beautiful CR. That peak bike is pretty cool too. Look at this. That looks like a works bike. Look at them. I've been around a while. I've never even heard of these guys. Fresco. Look at this thing, guys. 8-kit Pro Circuit suspension, custom triple clamps, rims, factory brakes. This thing is, I would love to ride this. Yeah, there's a lot of time and effort. I would love to ride it. That's your bike?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for bringing it, man. It is beautiful.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of yours.
Thanks.
I love your 500.
Here, tell me a little bit about this bike, because it looks like a works bike.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's a 1994 CR250, based on the 95 Peak Team Honda, obviously of Jerry McGrath. 2019 CRF suspension on it. So the suspension's the 49 mil. It's got a Kashima coating, the first nitrating, cone pipe by Fresco. All the engine work's done by Pro Circuit decked head. Pro Circuit tied to exhaust, factory USA wheels. But yeah, it's a low hour 94 that's been gone through meticulously. All titanium hardware, all that good stuff.
Listen, I've seen a lot of dirt bikes, you know that, right? And I'm going to say this is the nicest 94 I've ever seen as far as one that's set up for racing. You've got everything is right on this. The suspension, the motor, everything. This is what's it like riding? Is it a rocket ship?
It's a rocket ship. Yeah, it's all 90s thrill. It's like a bullet. It's a business in the front, party in the back. It makes a ton of noise. It vibrates. It's a lot of fun, man. It's everything you thought a 90s CR would be.
It's beautiful. I'd never heard of these guys, Fresco. Where are they from?
They're based out of Europe. I got it up from a company, Mastercross, in the UK. I love their cone pipe. I love that they don't carry the weld through the whole elbow of the pipe, so it's really sound in terms of air structure. It's airtight. The welds are nice and secure. It's a great looking pipe.
What a beautiful piece. Did Pro Circuit do the green DLC coating on there?
Precision Works did all of my suspension work. Gentleman based out of Michigan, but he did a great job on it. He does a swap program with the lowers, so you can send him your lowers. He'll send you back a set nitrated like that, which is super cool. Always a nice piece.
Is that how many hours you're actually racing this? Are you racing it? Are you racing it during
all the time. I'm riding Tuesday.
Oh, fantastic!
Vintage Day. Yeah, this thing will be out in the Vintage 2 class.
I will definitely be getting some videos you riding it.
I can't wait, man.
That's awesome. Are you gonna win?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, we'll see.
At least podium, right?
Yeah, right. At least look good while I'm doing it.
So guys, this thing looks great, but he's riding it, man.
Yeah,
You're racing
it. It's a real racer.
The shock looks incredible too.
Thank you, man.
I mean, you didn't miss a beat on this. It's got the DLC coating. Is that a special spring?
No, it's just a fat boy spring, just a little bit thicker. But no, it's a stock shock off of 94. It was in great condition. We got everything nitrated and consumer coated for heat resistance. But yeah, overall it's still the same.
Your son?
My mechanic Miles. Yeah, Miles.
Give me 5 miles. Are you racing this weekend too?
No.
Maybe next year, right?
Which one's your favorite bike here? Maybe this one? You're a Honda guy?
Got to pick your dad's bike.
Yeah, that one's mine too, and he'll tell you he hates that one.
Oh, this thing's pretty trick too. Tell us a little bit about this one. This thing's beautiful.
This is a 2003 KX250 based on the 2001 Motocross the Nations team. It was the team that never happened because of 9/11. Based on Mike Brown's specific KX125. He signed some panels for me, so it's been Mike Brown approved.
Wow.
But, 2003 KX250, motors done by Pro Circuit, many Pro Circuit components, triple clamps, lowering linkage. Tried to carry the bronze throughout where I could. And this is another rider. I put lots of hours on this one. This one only has 13 now. This is my favorite bike to ride by a long shot.
I mean, obviously you could ride whatever you want. Why do you ride the 2-strokes?
I mean, there's nothing like a 2-stroke.
It's a rhetorical question. I'm the king of
Why
pigs.
would you ride anything else?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, it's like you said, the adrenaline rush of a hard-hitting 2-stroke there's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
You ever dyno these?
I'm not, but I should.
I'd love if you ever come to Connecticut, I'll put them on a dyno for you.
I would love that. I've got a 500. I'd love to get your hands on.
Where you from?
From West Palm Beach.
Oh, cool. You ever come up to the Northeast?
Yeah, I'm from Maryland, so I'm always
Come up for Unadilla for MX Rewind, bro.
That would be awesome.
I'll do some videos of you racing these things.
That'd be awesome, man. I really appreciate it.
This thing is absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go as far as say this is one of, if not the nicest KX250 of this era I've seen too. Really next level, beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a little OCD, and the builds allow me to kind of carry that through. It allows me to be meticulous.
Both of these bikes are works of art. Great job, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and good luck in your race. We hope you can gas.
Man. Yeah, I'll be out there at least trying to look good while I'm doing
I'm gonna get your hole shots for sure. You got to pull the holy.
All right, I'll do it.
So Frank, tell us about this one here. Whose bike is this? That's yours?
Yeah, remember I told you when I came up to the line I saw those Elsinores?
Yeah.
I went out and got one. There she is.
You had it ever since
1973.
Man, I have tons of respect for you. That's how many guys keep their bike for 50 years.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you, how old are you when you bought it?
Well, see, I'm 70 now. So
Oh yeah,
I guess-
motocross is keeping you in good shape.
1973 is when I got, so I was 21.
Wow. So, are you still racing it?
No, I have stopped racing about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Because of all the stuff.
So you must.
Ours right up there.
It's like putting on an old shoe when you hop on this thing, isn't it? You know what I got to say about these? What I really like is, especially after having back surgery from Case of Triple in 2017, these seats. You got like 6 inches of suspension travel there. Yeah. And you got this hooked up. You got Race Tech shocks on it. This thing probably.
It's actually incredible suspension, so you can't complain about suspension. It's as good as they can get in 73.
It's got the emulator forks on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful piece. So I guess it's safe to say it's a forever bike for you, right? Ain't going nowhere. Not for sale. Beautiful piece. Paint jobs, stunning. Very cool.
I got 2 CR 500s on my own, dude.
Cool.
Good. Nice to see you again. I was at Unadilla last night.
All right, man. We'll see you at Unadilla this year. I'll be there.
What are you filming for?
So, for the YouTube channel. So check this out. This is the only CR 500 here. Does this look familiar? This one's mine. Ronnie Mack is racing this Tuesday in the vintage Supercross here. So if he doesn't pull a big fat hole, Ronnie Mack's racing this Tuesday. Ronnie Mack is racing this Tuesday here, and we got a deal. He has to pull a big fat hole shot or he's walking home. So it's 3rd gear hold. If you're going to PAX Track tomorrow, so you can try it out. What's up with the SSRs? Oh, cool. This looks like a YZ or a CR. It looks very good. It looks like a modern, brand new Japanese motocross bike. What's one of these cost, you know? Shit, that won't even buy a used Japanese bike. So you can buy one of these brand new for $4,000.
Bike like this, over $1,000.
Every when I become president, every kid should have one of these under the Christmas tree.
SSR is one of the brands that's reliable. So
This is a reverse engineered Honda motor, right? So it's got, they use the Honda engineering. These things are bulletproof. And you can buy these engines cheap if you ever blow it up too, right? They have tons of hop-up parts. What's this one here?
125.
125. Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing this with us. I've always been a big fan of what you're doing here, and I stop by during every event I go to and film your bikes. But it was cool to hear from the man himself about the setup. So, guys, in the world of motocross, in the world of museums, we're nobody without our sponsors. We need help, and it looks like you've got some quality companies. Tell us who your sponsors are.
SSR tires, service, small donations, but they really help. Once you put a lot of those together, it's very significant. And we just picked up Havoc goggles as a sponsor. So,
Awesome.
100% goggles also. So.
Wow, congratulations. That's great to have that kind of, so you need that support because you got a factory rig here. It costs a lot to get this to the races.
It's not cheap.
So Frank, there's a lot of people watching this video that have these kind of bikes. How do our viewers get their bikes in your display if there's a Supercross in their area?
Well, all they need to do is send an email to legendsandheroes@yahoo.com. My name is Frank. Just send a picture and say, hey, this is where I live. I heard there's a Supercross coming up near me. I would love to exhibit my bikes. And I'll go from there.
Give Frank a call, email at what is it again?
Legends and Heroes, all one word, at yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com.
And
Cool.
We love having different bikes all the time, so we're looking for bikes.
And you've got the website too, right? And probably Facebook?
Legends and Heroes.
Instagram too? Okay.
And Facebook and Instagram.
Awesome.
We're all over the place.
Frank, I enjoyed this very much. Thank you for sharing
Thank you.
your journey.
Appreciate it.
And keep up the great work, man. It's always awesome to see here. And these are my roots, and I love seeing it. We got to keep our history alive, and you're making it happen, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
God bless the United States of America.